guys, you know me. I'm Megan the Fangirl, and I got to go to Gen Con this year as press, and I did some amazing interviews with some fantastic game designers. Today I'm going to share my interview with Infinite Rabbit Holes, who made the Arkham Asylum Files Panic in Gotham City. It is a long title, but this game is going to blow your mind. I cannot wait to share this. And I do have to add, they had the most appropriate reaction to my last name.
Last name Gotham.
Really? Oh my god,
Yeah.
You were made for this game.
Hi everybody, I am Michael Boris. I am the Senior Vice President of Interaction Design and Gaming.
Hi, I'm Dave Cobb. I'm the VP of Creative Development for Infinite Rabbit Holes. Anybody with any US dollar bill, if you take a look at this, it's a real dollar bill, but he's taken over and at the bottom it says seetheworldlikeme.com. Anybody can go to seetheworldlikeme.com on any iOS device, iPad, iPhone, download a demo version of our game where you can play one level of the game using $1 as your marker rather than the game board. So before you buy it, you can try it out.
That's right.
So this is called the Arkham Asylum Files Panic in Gotham City. One episode of a planned 3 episodes of the Arkham Asylum Files.
It is between 6 and 10 hours of content, depending on how fast you are at solving puzzles. There's over an hour of live action and animated storytelling.
With a professional voice cast, big musical score. It's a cinematic experience. Even when you're playing the analog puzzles, there's music playing behind it by the same composer who did the first 3 Arkham games. By the way.
His name is Ron Fish, and he's amazing.
But
Absolutely
inside
amazing.
this 10-pound box full of stuff, you have everything from Arkham patient files to Gotham City police records to, my favorite, evidence bags. And so, and a present from the Joker even in here. So what you do is on a mobile app on your iOS device, the mobile app is 7 chapters of puzzles and storytelling that comprises our 6 to 10 hours of gameplay. And in our story, the Joker acts as kind of your ringleader. He's kind of your omnipotent narrator. And he guides you through the game because he knows the real secrets of Gotham, right? He knows where the dark stuff's hidden. But our story involves Harley Quinn. And Harley Quinn is back as a therapist again in our game. We actually have a prequel comic book coming out that tells you the backstory. It's a one-shot that tells you the backstory, why she's back. And you sort of follow in her footsteps as you solve crimes around Gotham City.
And here's the cool thing, that as Harleen finds things, and you see her do that digitally in the animated sequences, you are then prompted to open up the very things that she's hanging on to. Does that make sense? So yeah. The envelope that Dave
solved that ends with a graphic of this file, but then you get it, and inside the file is patient information, and all of this are part of puzzles and are unlockable in augmented reality.
And stories are delivered to you through full screen animations that are very, very beautiful in a brand new style that we're really proud of, as well as cool things we want to share with you with AR. And we're not using it as a gimmick. We're sort of using it as seasoning for an already cool experience.
One of the things we're trying really hard with AR in this is elevate it past the sort of gimmickry that it's been used in the past, to be honest. And we're trying to make it a storytelling platform because AR is a really powerful way to transform the world around you and transform your tabletop. And in our game, we transform the city and make it come to life. We transform all these objects. We even have a couple of surprises in the game where we transform your room. So why don't we show you one of our first puzzles. You find out that one of our bad guys has tagged the city. Your job is to find all of this graffiti around the city, and you use what's called Joker Vision, which is right down here. Joker Vision brings the city to life. There are buildings that actually aren't here in cardboard that then show up here. And there's a helicopter flying around. And there's a train going down the train tracks. But your job is to find the graffiti like this, tap on it. And you'll notice there's a story going on as well. The Eye in the Sky news chopper is reporting on this graffiti and giving you clues on what to find. So it's a full audio-visual multimedia sort of mystery adventure. So after you found all that graffiti, you're hunting through the city, and wait a minute, something's changed. Wow, there's big graffiti across multiple buildings. But look at that. That all lines up and forms an anarchy symbol. And that reveals to you that one of our main villains is teenage vigilante anarchy. And this becomes our opening to the show. And so in this animation, which looks like a Rorschach card come to life, like watercolor, you find out that he was basically making a statement about corruption going on at the zoo with someone that was embezzling money. He's on the run now, and they need to find him and find out where he's hiding. So while the police are on the job, Harley is actually back at Arkham, and this is her first day. So she says, what a day for me to end up back in this place. Not as a patient, silly. I'm a doctor again. And notice here, Lonnie Mackin, a.k.a. Anarchy, his file folder, and the next thing you open is that very file folder.
I'm going to show you something that's pushing the limits of AR scanning. You can see there's just so much content. So much content. But we're going to skip to something called What the Hex, okay? Which is a game that 4 or 5 players can play at the same time, where you're trying to find a solution to a color problem, and that is putting all these hexagons in the right positions. And so right now, I'm going to just put them in the right positions. And I'm going to show you something I think is very special. And it's that this system is able to judge the proximity, the location, and the rotation of more than 15 items at one time. Right now it's scanning each position. It's looking for them, and if it's correct, it'll turn green. Hey, there we go. That's right. So it turned green.
Now they all come back in for roll call.
That's right. So all the prisoners will come in to the environment in just a second.
But I'm not.
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's absolutely crazy.
And this,
I've never seen anything like this before.
it's bananas, right?
We say that to people, and they think it's just marketing, and I'm like, no, really, honest.
Yeah, look, and there's Dave. What do you think?
No, this my mind is a little bit blown right now.
It's a lot to take in.
I've never quite seen a game work like this.
This is going to blow your mind. You think your mind's blown now? This is probably the most complicated AR thing we've done in the game, and the most complicated puzzle. At a certain point in the game, you're given a set of these gears, right? And this manual that says emergency vault breaching, and that each of the gears has a different spoke style, each has a different color or material, and each of those materials can or cannot touch each other. So there's puzzle mechanics going on here. And then you see these peg layouts, and there's different peg layouts, and you have to fix a broken bank vault. But the way we make that bank vault appear is like this. You put this on the floor, it says find your safe place. First thing we do, scan the envelope, and that gives us our police tape. Do not cross, crime scene. Now watch this. Keep your eye on the screen. As a bank vault appears in your room, and it tells you to use the breaching manual that I just showed you, and you're going to use the physical gears and hold them in front of the camera. So watch when Michael holds up one of these gears like this. See it on here, and we can push in and put it in place in the virtual space. And so you're literally walking into a bank vault. Like, you can look around. Look, there's scenery inside here. And it's literally in your room. And so using all those puzzle mechanics, you have to figure out how to solve this puzzle.
Now get this. Once you've done that, you've placed the gears all in the right spots, you call numbers, and then you can actually interact.
You type in the bank vault code to unlock it. Mind-boggling, right?
Wow.
Yeah, crazy. And we're really, it's easy to talk about AR as a technology, and we are very much pushing the limits of what mobile AR can do. We are pushing these devices to their limit. And it's working great, and it's very stable. But beyond the technology, it's really about making AR a storytelling platform. That we just made a bank vault from Gotham City appear in your room that you can step inside of. That's a kind of immersive entertainment you really can't get anywhere.
Yeah,
other than maybe a theme park, right?
I've never seen that.
So we're trying to bring that feeling of Gotham being part of your world and part of this environment that you're in.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that we don't want people to not get through this, because we like to say that what is the sense of writing a good story if you can't get to the end of it?
Right.
We want you to finish it, you know? We want you to feel
the
great.
puzzles are challenging, but I like how you put it. They're challenging, but they're not punishing. that we really want you to succeed. And the best part of playtesting this game was watching groups of people, and you get this dynamic where one person will be alpha and try to solve everything, and then they'll get to a puzzle that they're just stumped on, and invariably someone else in the group will be like, oh, I got it, and they'll take the pad, and so that's why we're using one device and not everybody having their own. Because we don't want you hiding behind your device. We want you to share it and use it with everybody.
That's true, and you can stream it too. So if you have Apple,
if you have AirPlay,
you can do that.
You can cast it to your TV. If you have a home theater, you get the full cinematic score.
And it's ridiculous.
And it's a big cinematic experience.
When and where can we buy this? Is this out now?
Right now.
That's right.
You can buy it at infiniterabbitholes.com. It is shipping now.
And it's been made with love.
A lot of love and a lot of passion.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a lot of games made with love here, and it's like, wow, this is a gigantic project. I can't even imagine this is like a home-owned board game.
Well, we're all, in addition to being brilliant game designers, this is a team of really incredible people that I am just thrilled to be a part of. It's also a bunch of, we're you. We are nerds. We love this stuff. I walk into this room and I'm like, oh, my people.
You're home.
Like, I'm home. This is amazing. And so we love this stuff. We love Batman. We love the stories. We love Harley Quinn because we get to play with that duality of her personality, that she's a brilliant criminal, but she's also a really good person, right? And her empathetic nature plays into this story. She takes one of our villains sort of under her wing as a big sister part of the story. So it's not just the puzzles. It's the fact that we're drawing you into those puzzles and giving you agency. As you solve those puzzles, you become part of the story.
You're the most important character.
You're the most important character in this story.
What was your favorite great game growing up?
Oh.
Can I tell you? Atari Adventure. I have shivers thinking about it. The hidden dot.
The magic dot.
Secrets. That game took my life on a weird vector, right? It made me want to hide puzzles and games within games.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we do every day.
Yeah.
You know, we're constantly hiding the dot. It's Atari Adventure for sure.
Atari Adventure was a good one. Yeah. That's good. That'd be my number 2 for sure, because I agree that the minute we found, because the magic dot, there was no internet. Yeah. You found out through friends, and they're like, oh my god, if you do this and this and this.
Yeah. It's a little ARG.
It's a little ARG, like the beginning of it. Yeah. No, I think mine would be Clue.
Oh god.
I was such a fan of Clue because, again, it wasn't just a board game. You were playing a character, and you got to embody that character, and you got to interrogate your friends or be interrogated. So that sense of being a character in the story really resonated with me.
Could you imagine combining those two, Dave?
I could.
I think we could do it.
I would love the chance to do that.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be a great challenge. Yeah.
And is there anything else that you want the people out here to know?
More to come?
Oh, for sure.
So there's actually 3 episodes of the Arkham Asylum Files planned. Each one is its own box, its own set of the city, its own puzzles, its own story, its own 6 to 10 hours of adventure. 3 standalone adventures, but we are planning to have DLC available to expand the fun in each box. And if you have multiple boxes and put them together, the city goes together and we have all new adventures. That's down the road.
And that wraps it up for this interview, guys. My favorite interviews from Gen Con are going to be on the Fangirl, but make sure you check out and subscribe to youtube.com/thefanily to find a lot more gaming content. See you next time, guys. And to any of my members here on YouTube, a huge bottom of my heart thank you for all of your help and support. If you would like to become a paid channel member, there is a link in the description below. Thanks again, guys. Love you. Well, family members, we're almost done, but I want to invite you to hang out with me in some other places. I'm on Twitter and Instagram as my own personal self, and I have a Facebook page too, but I mostly just post photos over there. And sometimes people say, hey, McGann, I want to mail you something. How do I do that? Easy. Just click the About tab on my channel page, and my most current P.O. Box info will be right there. I also run another channel, The Fanily. It's really a hodgepodge channel where we might post anything. Oh yeah, and I also sell shirts and stickers and stuff with the Fanily and the Fangirl logos. If that is your cup of tea, I have a link in every description of every video. Finally, if you want to help out the Fangirl channel and make sure I'm putting out video essays for years to come, the best way you can help is by subscribing and watching more of my videos, whether they're new, old, whatever. Maybe even share 1 or 2 on social media, help spread the word. People who watch to the end of videos like you helps to tell the site, hey, this is a good video, we should recommend it to other people. So if you made it this far, leave me a comment of something like, hey, I made it to the end. Love ya. See you next time, family members. Bye.